Hey guys, I've got a action figure review for you guys. Today I'll be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Street Fighter figure. It's going to be Ryu. He's the first figure in the Street Fighter Figuarts line. I believe Chun-Li is out. But today we'll be taking a look at Ryu. I'll take a look at the packaging, the figure itself, the articulation, the accessories, everything and anything that can or should be talked about for action figure. I'll try and go over. So that said, let's jump right into it and let's start with the packaging of the action figure. Take a look at the box. So the packaging is pretty standard, pretty straightforward, especially for Figuarts. Window panel right here. Ryu, Street Fighter V. Cool picture of the figure. Tamashii Nations. Bandai on the side. Ryu. Really simple, really clean. On the back, just a bunch of words, bunch of different poses and whatnot of the figure. Comes with optional parts. What else has been released so far in the series? And a picture of Ryu from the video game. And again, since this is the first figure in the line, #1 Ryu. I think that's pretty much it for the box. Let's jump into the figure itself and take a look at what this figure comes with. So this is everything the figure comes with. I just took everything out of the box. There's two parts to the insides of this package, or the figure. First part is like the figure itself, with the accessories, our alternate hands and heads and faces and stuff, accessories and whatnot. It's pretty cool. I haven't gotten to open it yet, but aside from an instruction guide, it comes with this kind of outdoor backdrop thing where you could kind of pose Ryu in. So let's open this real quick and see, because if I might be mistaken, but this is the first time for Figuarts, at least that I own, it comes with something like this, like a background picture or something, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice for display purposes. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. Right? We can use that for backgrounds for the review as well. So now we'll take a look at the action figure itself. For a Figuarts figure, this surprisingly doesn't come with too many things. It has the main figure with a very stoic look. It has two alternate heads, Hadouken hands, a Hadouken energy effect, a stand for the Hadouken, and his little end of his little bandana. So we'll take a look at that, all of that stuff individually. But here is the figure itself. Pretty basic, pretty standard Ryu. We'll look at the figure itself in more detail. We'll just do a quick run through of everything. So here we have his first alternate head, and it's the sideways kind of angry face where he's about to mess someone up. And then his second head is the forward-looking, eyebrows over the bandana, I am looking right at you, screaming head. Hadouken hand. Other Hadouken hand. Hadouken. And his stand, which I'll get later. And his bandana. And this is the Hadouken on the Hadouken stand. So, looks like it's kind of floating as he throws his Hadouken. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the figure itself. We'll talk about the design of the figure, the look, the sculpt, the paints, and the articulation of the figure. Just overall, the figure itself. Overall, the design. Start with the design. This is based on the video game design from Street Fighter V, so he is very stylized. Like for initially when I was looking at him at the package, and for the first few moments when I was looking at him outside of the box, it was kind of weird for me because it was very stylized. So like his face itself, like his proportions seemed kind of off initially. Like he had huge shoulders, like he had these pretty big fists. I know they're in gloves, but they're still pretty big. And just like his face for a while was just really weird to me. That's why when I was looking at the pack, like before I got him out of the package, I was thinking of just like for display purposes, I'd have him using one of his screaming heads. With that said, him outside of the box, it looks way better. I got very used to like the look of him itself. The shoulders are still kind of really weird and high for me. But other than that, I like the look of the figure itself. And the sculpt and the paint is really well done. For the paint, he has this nice kind of glossy red gloves. He has this nice matte paint job for his belt with really nice detail, with a nice texture and like nice little writing and font throughout his gloves and his belt. Nice texture throughout his kimono, nice folds. Just overall a really good look with a nice wash to it, so it doesn't look completely flat, because his uniform is very basic, with just white kimono, black belt, red gloves, red bandana, but they made it really well, so it has a really good look to it. The wash itself for his arms and stuff are really nice. There's some nice flesh tones to it, so it just doesn't look kind of bland and flat. Everything looks really well defined. Some nice shading. Standard black for his hair, just little spikes, which is nice. Again, very stylized. His articulation is very good. Everything feels really solid. It's really nice and tight without being too tight where you're worried if something's going to snap. It could hold a pose. It's very movable without feeling flimsy and loose. So pretty much basic articulation for Figuarts, which is for me like the best and the standard as far as like good articulation goes for an action figure. So with that said, let's take a look at his articulation. His range of motion for movement and articulation is a lot of movement for the neck. He has a nice ball joint, so he could look up that much, look down a whole bunch, side to side, raise his arms to the side that much, raise it that high. He has a double joint at the elbow. If you want to take a look, movement at the wrist, and his hands are very easy to pop out between the alternates. And there you go. Really easy. Figuarts, really good job at that. And he does have an ab crunch. He does have movement at the waist. He can do the splits, kick back, kick forward, and he does kind of like the new Figuarts thing where they have like that multi-layered kind of articulation that we saw for the Super Vegeta, where it's just multiple layers as opposed to like that weird underwear diaper thing that they used to have. Now it's multiple kind of slots for more movement. My favorite joint on this entire figure is the knee. I don't know why, which is kind of weird to say, but it just feels really sturdy and there's just really smooth move to it. His belt does move as well, if you guys were wondering. And as I said, his bandana moves as well, because it is removable, so you can have it blowing in the wind. Ankle movement. Nice for kicks and stuff. And he has toe movement for, well, the front of his foot, actually. So that's his articulation, that's his range of motion, that's his movement. Like I said, final thoughts on this figure. Really well designed, very stylized, great articulation. Not that many accessories, which is kind of disappointing for a martial arts character. Overall, really like this figure though. Can't wait to see where Figuarts take this line and who else they're going to put out character-wise, or if there's going to be variants for different colors of them. Probably not, because Figuarts doesn't really do that kind of stuff. But really like this figure. Can't wait to see what they do next with this line. Hopefully Ken, Akuma, Guile, and all those guys are coming. Bison. So I really like this figure. And paint is great. Sculpt is awesome. Really cool. Can't wait to display this, guys. Take some shots. So if you guys got this figure, let me know. Leave a comment below. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. I'll be trying to be putting out more toy reviews and whatnot. If you guys have this figure or any other figure that you guys have that you really like, you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. Or if there's some cool shots you have of your figures, put it on Instagram, hashtag it Toy Scoundrels, and I'll try and feature it on the page. Subscribe to that page too, or follow that page. Let me know if there's any other figures you guys want me to review, guys. But thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll try and do better for the next review. But until then, thanks, guys, and happy hunting. Good luck finding the toys that you guys want. Till next time, see you later.